Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. Thank you to all my new Patreon members. I keep seeing more and more every single day. I do thank you very, very much. As always, a reminder to look out for the comment section. The amount of people who are mimicking my channel is at an all-time high. I'm pretty sure you've seen them in the comment section. Thank you to everyone who has been leaving them interesting messages. I've seen some pretty funny stuff trying to basically tell them to go away because they keep on reappearing. It's getting kind of annoying. Merry Christmas out there to everyone who celebrates Christmas, or happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating, even if it's just you sitting in front of the TV. I hope it's absolutely amazing. Comment section thing, and also, as always, a free way to support the channel is by leaving a thumbs up. That was a very long intro. I do apologize. There's just so much happening in the world. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. It says Christmas Day has started with massive gains for altcoins, and XRP is skyrocketing and has skyrocketed by over 30%. Bitcoin took a swing at 24,000, but to no avail so far. Following yesterday's event, the cryptocurrency market has begun its Christmas recovery session. Bitcoin is getting towards 24,000. We're very close to 24,000 again. Currently trading around less than 500 from the previous all-time high. While most altcoins have bounced off hard with impressive double-digit increases, the primary cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, went on a roller coaster in the past couple of days with several notable price moves, resulting in a new all-time high and a subsequent $2,000 drop. The price action has repeated itself on a smaller scale yesterday, as reported by Crypto Potato. However, following the dip to 22,700, the bulls took charge and quickly drove the cryptocurrency back above 23,000. The market last night, I don't know if a lot of you were looking at it as it was taking place. I'm a little disappointed. I won't lie to you. Hello, friend in New York. We were discussing this last night, and I was like, I really was hoping that XRP was going to go below 10 cents. I think I got caught up in the moment. I was actually hoping for once that all the negative Nancys in the space had actually been correct and that XRP would have dropped, because I knew that at a certain point the bottom would actually get in and it would bounce off of it. And I kept on seeing it bounce off of 25, and I was like, please go lower than 25 cents. But it is what it is. Altcoins have begun to move up quite rapidly. Bitcoin went up, but it was like 3 or 4%. It wasn't even a huge amount, but every single altcoin bounced up at the exact same time. As you might have imagined, this is the most popular news of the day. And never forget this. Look around. You can even search for it. How all the negativity against XRP has stopped. Negativity against cryptocurrencies in general, and usually altcoins, tends to only appear whenever prices are dropping, because you can't talk trash about something that has jumped up by 30%. So I give it about a good 3 or 4 days. We won't be hearing any negative XRP news. And should by Monday we have some type of a dip in the entire cryptocurrency market, wait for that SEC XRP news to kind of pop back up once again. It says Bitcoin and altcoin signaling comeback. XRP rallies. XRP price rises 24% after new acting chairman named at SEC. So this is, I believe, one of the reasons why XRP actually heavily popped up in price, besides bouncing off of support. I think we would have only seen around a 5 or 6% increase. Price moving up. Commissioner Elad Roisman has been named the new chair of the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. A day after the former chairman, Jay Clayton, stepped down, the watchdog has its new chief in the face of Elad Roisman. Hester Pierce, an SEC commissioner who's well known within the cryptocurrency community for her stance on a potential Bitcoin ETF, and just in general, she's the only one who speaks logically within the SEC. She comes forward and she's like, we don't know what's going on. Maybe we should do research first. And everyone else is like, ban it. I hate it. Regulations and stuff like that. And she's like, well, maybe we can talk to the people within the crypto space to find out more. So she's been the only logical voice of reason for the last 3 years. According to Pierce's tweet, taking up the position would be Elad Roisman, and there's the tweet right there. Roisman was sworn in as a commissioner back in September 12th of 2008. The news got the community excited because of some of his remarks regarding digital assets and ICOs and blockchain in particular. He said, it is essential that the SEC approach these new challenges in a fair and transparent manner, provide clarity, and you see how different this sounds from Jay Clayton. This is, I assume, When you get what you want, people get excited. In a fair and transparent manner, provide clarity and certainty to the markets and investors, and enforce the laws and regulations that hold the market participants accountable. I think Clayton's last move was basically meant to smear the cryptocurrency space. There were tons of articles talking about the timing of it, which we went over before. Why wait 4 years to say that this is a threat or a problem to retail or U.S. investors? Because he honestly probably did not care. So the news floating around is that this guy is the new commissioner. He's apparently, he may not be pro crypto, but he's for like, hey, let's look at this objectively and see what we can do. Hester Pierce has been behind us or in front of us, whatever position you want. She's been an advocate for quite some time. And it's been noted that a number of people who appear to be moving into the White House, I think about 4 or 5 of them have also said like pro Bitcoin, pro crypto things before in the past. So therefore, that is also creating some excitement. I'm disappointed. I truly am, because I was sitting here and I was like, if it can just dip around 12 cents, 10 cents or something like that, who knows what the future holds? I mean, we also didn't expect Jay Clayton to throw a rock at Ripple's face a couple of days ago, so who knows where the prices will go. But I would have loved, and you know what's even crazier is as I sat here, yes, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I mean, that would be a complete collapse in any 200, 500-day moving average in general. I was like, what if we get to a 1 cent XRP? And I was like, no, that's not going to happen. And I was like, could it? Nah, it's not good. Could it? And it was that kind of, anyway. Yeah. So mega news. We have apparently people entering new offices who are apparently pro crypto. So fingers crossed. And without further ado, let's move on. Oh, same exact tab. He looks terrified. Look at his face. Jeez Louise, what happened? Who was he looking at? Also the same one. And here we go. Binance KR has decided to shutter its operations in South Korea, according to an announcement released on Thursday. As part of the press statement, Binance Korea attributed the move to declining liquidity and low trading volume on its BKRW trading pairs. BKRW is a stablecoin pegged 1-to-1 to the Korean won, used for crypto-to-crypto settlements on the platform. According to the details provided by Binance Korea, the shutdown timeline will begin with ceasing all new accounts registrations on Thursday. Okay, well, that's already passed. The halting of trading services is scheduled for the 10th of January. Makes a bit more sense. With a hard shutdown on the platform and delisting of all... Berkerber? Oh, so stupid. BKRW. I was like, what's Berkerber? BKRW pairs expected to happen on the 29th of January. Binance Korea customers now have until the 29th of January to liquidate their holdings, either for Boost, BUSD stablecoin, or other supported cryptocurrencies. We also had news that Binance Jersey is also shutting down, or has shut down, or is in the process of shutting down. I think Binance has done what many other cryptocurrency exchanges simply have not done, and that's, listen to customers. And they've also tried to rapidly expand around the world, and maybe a bit too quick. I think a lot of people are still obviously going to be using Binance, but I feel like the other smaller little pockets of it just didn't really have a splash, or probably just weren't needed, and will probably eventually, I assume they'll come back into play in about a good 2 or 3 years. If we do hit these monumental numbers within the cryptocurrency space, I can only assume that the word isn't drama, that the demand will be there. Why did I say drama? That the demand will be there, and therefore they'll have to reopen these things again. But just a little side note, if you happen to have money on Binance Korea, or you know a friend who does, time to take it off. Same exact thing with Jersey. And what other cryptocurrency exchange was also shutting down? Like another sub exchange of something else. I don't remember. Anyway, that's the Binance Korea news. Here's the actual press release statement thingy right here. And without further ado, let's move on. Next up, in rich people talking about Bitcoin, Miami Mayor Francis Suarez is the latest high-profile figure to tout Bitcoin, offering more evidence that mainstream adoption is growing. In a Thursday tweet, Suarez called Bitcoin a stable investment during an incredibly unstable year, adding that he's learning about the flagship digital asset through figures like Tyler Winklevoss and Anthony Pompliano. And there's that tweet right there. Winklevoss and Pompliano both responded to Suarez's tweet. Tyler said he and his brother Cameron will bring the Miami mayor a signed copy of, I don't want a signed copy, give me a Bitcoin, a written book about the twins, while Pompliano touted Miami as a future Bitcoin city, and there's both of their tweets right there. So this was very popular. I only made sure to have, I think, like 1 or 2 tabs up here talking about it because it happens every single day. I think it is interesting, however, I will note that we keep hearing more and more politicians, usually just within the States. We don't have much news about I'm sure it's happening in other countries as well, who are coming forward and being, relatively optimistically open about how great they think the cryptocurrency space is, or about Bitcoin and saving the future and the world and all this other kind of stuff. So really cool. Will Miami become a Bitcoin city? Probably not. I give it about 5 years until they start accepting it all over the place. But wonderful. Another important, famous person has come forward to tell us that Bitcoin is amazing. I mean, we already knew that, but it's just a matter of, telling other people. Same one? Oh, no. Oh, told you. Oh, no. No. Something entirely different. And without further ado, let's move on. In news that should skyrocket Bitcoin's price every single day. Count the amount of days. It's been about a good 9 weeks now that we get news like this every single day. So any news that Bitcoin is having trouble passing by 24,000 or 24,500 is the resistance that we simply can't break through is nonsense. Digital asset manager Grayscale just added more than 10,000 Bitcoin to its portfolio in a single day. Yup, bringing the total number of Bitcoin to near 600,000 Bitcoin. I know they're aiming for 1 million Bitcoin. I can feel it. I predict by the time Grayscale has 750,000 Bitcoin, I give it end of January, they'll probably have that amount. We're going to see a huge surge in them buying and people throwing money at them in a huge attempt to get to the first company who has 1 million Bitcoin. Do you understand what that means? If there are only 18 million Bitcoin, roughly, that have been mined, and 6 million are lost and gone forever, they will own 1 out of every 12 Bitcoin on the planet. One company. Bada bing, bada boom. Data from cryptocurrency futures trading and information platform Bybit, Bybit, okay, reveals Grayscale holds 576,650 Bitcoin on the 21st of December. The amount rose to 588,970 a day later, an increase of approximately 12,320 Bitcoin. Grayscale's recent purchase equates, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Grayscale's recent purchase equates to a 13-day supply of newly mined Bitcoin. Since the number of Bitcoin being added daily to the circulating supply is 900, or $21 million equivalent. At Bitcoin's current price of 23,000, roughly around there, the company's total Bitcoins holding are valued at just over $14 billion at the time of writing. They purchased 13 days worth of Bitcoin in 1 day. One company, Grayscale, not PayPal. Remember what did we hear yesterday? PayPal alone is buying up 900 Bitcoin per day. It wasn't MicroStrategy. It wasn't all the other companies we heard about in Nevada and in Canada and in here and in so and so. Oh my gosh. We should... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I wonder why Bitcoin's price is where it is right now. It just logically does not make any sense. All the news and speculation that we've heard that 2021 is going to be a booming year for prices seems to be aligning quite quickly, quite properly, because there's no way you can consistently take off this much of anything off the table every single day it's every single day. This isn't once a week news. This isn't like news I missed on the weekends. This isn't like a really panic thing. Like one company had just bought 10,000 Bitcoin. Guys, this is major. This is every single day, over and over. And this is the news that we get. We can only assume that if Grayscale is buying up 10,000 in a day, that at least 9 other companies are probably stay with me, probably buying up another 1,000 each per day as well. Anyway, that's news that should skyrocket the market news, but it won't for quite a while because the cryptocurrency space makes no sense. And tying directly into this one as well, a digital asset company, BitGo, now holds $16 billion in digital assets under custody. It announced yesterday. One other company also reached the same figure a day later. It was Grayscale, which invests crypto assets for its publicly traded trust. Institutional investors flocked to the cryptocurrency market this year. Leading the charge was Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy, the U.S. business intelligence firm that purchased $425 million in Bitcoin in August. That was August, my God. Since August! We've had this news since August. It's been longer than 8 weeks. Now MicroStrategy owns over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, and companies offering crypto custodial and investment services are now in demand. Mike Belshi, CEO of BitGo, said, "We're seeing unprecedented interest from institutional investors as a result of the 19's problems, as well as Bitcoin's extraordinary performance." Oh my gosh, I can't wait till this is all finally reflected in prices. So, what more should I say? I think we're just going to move on because my ranting and arm flailing won't do anything for prices. It'll be simply people trying to buy stuff on cryptocurrency exchanges, realizing that there's nothing left. And it's going to hurt a lot when they realize that they missed out on the Bitcoin train. Anyway, yeah. Market's going back up. All the Bitcoins being gobbled up. And without further ado, let's move on. In news that's not surprising because we all knew this was going to happen, Japan is reportedly increasing its preparation to issue digital currency in both the public and private sectors following swift moves by China and other countries who are trying to do the same. The People's Bank of China has tested the national digital currency in several cities and is currently planning to roll out the central bank digital currency nationwide. The central bank accelerated its efforts to create the digital yuan this year, rolling out pilot programs that provided 200 digital yuan to 150,000 citizens selected by lottery, yada, 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 yada. China, so basically it's talking about that Japan is looking to Japan is gearing up to start to roll out their central bank digital currency because of the threat that they appear to see from here. Sure, why not? If you remember this summer, we had news that Japan was like, no, there's no need for any of this. We simply do not need a central bank digital currency. My, how times have changed. I'm so surprised that they're all doing the exact same thing. We had news from the Central Bank of Canada. We've heard whispers within the States. We got Japan. We got news that Europe is developing their central bank digital currency. It's supposed to be spearheaded by, I believe, France and Germany. Who else is there? We haven't heard from Australia in a while. The largest land masses on the planet are preparing to release their own central bank digital currencies. I don't know why. Did they think that lying to us was going to be like, okay, that's fine. We can definitely not pay attention anymore. Of course they're going to do this. China has positioned itself as the next world mega superpower, and they've been doing it for quite some time. So to count them out at this point, I think is just foolish. And basically whatever they do, other countries are going to start to try and mimic. Anyway, yeah, this is also quite popular. I don't know why we keep getting, I don't know why we get popular central bank digital currency news. It's kind of all over the place. It's like, did you not think that we were not going to get these coins? Of course we're going to get these coins. Like, I already said before, by 2022, they're going to be roughly everywhere. Just a matter of, will people use them? They might be forced to use them. That's another discussion. Anyway, that's the central bank digital currency Japan news. Sure. And without further ado, let's move on. Next up, Galaxy Digital Chief Executive Mike Novogratz says Bitcoin's market cap will eclipse Tesla's by June 2021. The head of the digital asset management firm took to Twitter to explain why he believes Bitcoin's market cap will grow much faster than Tesla's because it's Bitcoin. He said Bitcoin will have a larger market cap than Tesla within 6 months. Both are religions, though Tesla has so much risk around Elon Musk, while Bitcoin is owned and run by a giant decentralized community who is growing every day. It's a risk management bet. Full disclosure, I own 2 Teslas. At the time of writing, Bitcoin's market cap is around 428 billion, and Tesla's is around 616. Of course we're going to pass that. Why do people keep saying really weird things? Remember the other day somebody was like, the sun's going to come out, and there might be clouds around the sun. It's just really weird kind of, if we, what? Is it the time frame? Because he said 6 months? I give it by February or March. If we start seeing tons of news still about 19, and as we get towards, what is it, the 24th of March, when the next stimulus payments are expected to end within the United States, even though we haven't gotten this brand new one, we're going to hear about a lot more economic fallout. So, of course, Bitcoin's going to continue. Can you imagine if every single day we get news that some other company bought up between 5,000 to 14,000 Bitcoin by March and the price didn't rise? That'd be a little weird. In a recent interview with Real Vision, Novogratz says both Bitcoin and Tesla are part of a wide-scale bull market driven by low rates and rising growth. He said, I was talking to one of, I will not name names, but one of literally the top 5 legends in the investing world this morning. I said, I am worried about Airbnb up 120%. I hope everybody saw that as well. I thought that was a little weird. You can even see when the head of Airbnb got on stage and was talking about it, he was like, thank you. He was nervous. Who's been staying in an Airbnb this year? Who's probably going to be staying in an Airbnb next year? You're up 120% in a day? Okay. He said Snowflake at 100 times revenue. And I was talking to another friend, and he went from being worth $2 billion to $8 billion. And it really worries me. I don't know if all of you saw, and I must have mentioned it in passing before. The richest people on the planet became, I think it was like 1 trillion dollars wealthier amongst all of them. You want to talk about a wealth transfer that's taking place? And not even people confuse the idea of a wealth transfer with a wealth redistribution. No. He said, I understand we are going to keep rates low forever and growth is picking up. I love crude. I am long crude. You can be long copper. We are going to have a big growth surprise really next year. And then in the second quarter, it's going to explode. There is a macro reason to be long. His view was, he said, listen, it is scary. It makes no sense. You have to decide, am I going to ride it or not? This is one of like 12 different things floating around going. For those of you not looking at the screen, someone named Garrick Hilleman. It says a $1 trillion market cap is in Bitcoin's future. Of course it is, because it's Bitcoin. It's just logical that supply and demand and money and floating around and Inception and Batman Forever and all that other stuff. The point is, I don't think there is a point. We keep getting news every single day, not about the same thing, but it's like this hyper bullishness. And I noticed that how do I say this in a very realistic way? When people, not to mean you, but I mean people who are looking to get into the cryptocurrency space or maybe relatively new in the cryptocurrency space, don't hear every day that Bitcoin is skyrocketing, it kind of like turns them away from the cryptocurrency space. And I think that's fascinating. Bitcoin was at $3,000 this year. It is near $24,000. And I keep seeing people discussing, not here, but just in general, talking about getting into Tesla or buying up gold and all these other things. And it's like people, not that they even lose faith. It's just this really weird, like they expect markets to go up forever. And if markets don't go up forever, they decide to go into something else. And then when that something else doesn't go up as much as the other thing they were into previously before, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, as long as you're here, that's all that matters. As long as you have what you have. I've seen some people in the comment section saying that they feel left out or they only have, I saw someone's comment, they were like, I only have 0.10 Bitcoin. Well, that's more than billions of other people on the planet. Like you are well ahead of the curve. because it's going to get very difficult to enter the cryptocurrency market by sometime next year. I think it's going to be absolutely impossible for any normal person to be able to buy any Bitcoin. I don't know if I told you this, but I told my friend, I was like, if Bitcoin is at 50,000, how many people do you know? I told you all this before. No one's gonna be willing to put, normal people are not going to be willing to put in $500 to have 1/100th of a Bitcoin. And then when Bitcoin goes to 300,000, they're going to go, wow, I wish I had put in that 500. It's just how things are. I had a discussion years ago with someone close to me about investing. And I basically told them, I was like, listen, you need to get into it right now. And their answer was, well, why isn't everybody else doing it? And I was like, what are you talking about? They were like, well, all my friends aren't investing. They don't buy stocks. They don't have crypto. They don't have anything else. So why should I get into it? And I was like, if people have that mindset, they're not going to go anywhere. Like, these people will never have money. It's the idea that like the other thing, people being like, well, I'll start investing when I turn 60. So when I turn 65, then I can invest and have money. It's a really weird, skewed, awkward thing when it comes to people and money that they just simply don't understand. Because your friends are not investing, why should you invest? Anyway, that's all the evident price prediction news, like Bitcoin's going to go up by $1 kind of news. And without further ado, let's move on. As always, where is it? Wait for it. Wait. Why do I have so much stuff in here? Hold on. Wait, okay, found it. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. Bolero Bastos, Crayola Michelle, URL, On Crypto with Lionel, Tigara Machonisa, Bake Me a Cake, Arfmedic17, Anytime Fitness, Monk's Corner Staff, Bodie McBoatface, Yes to Crypto, Miller Hitch Test Every Day, and Kyle Skips Leg Day, Minting Coins, Jeremy Fox, Jim Gardner, Anthony Charles, Nick Mangialavori, Paxis, Vlad the Impaler, Richie Rich III, Setsuna, Damien Crypto Artist, Cole D3D, Bankroll Network, 242 to the World, Wise Night Owl, Wise Night Owl, Jared Schneider, Master Ventures in Thailand, Mohar Maroni, Adam Graysick, Todd Mullis, A Bibliophobia, The Animal Reader, John Sarson, Nostromo Martin Steuer, Joshua Vineyard, Moonman High, XRP, Utopia 569, Oscar Maldonado, Yasha Harari, Attila the Han, David James, Navarro Williams, Auspicious Agile and Blockchain, Tolek Banan, Snacky Chan, Conan, Don't Skip Leg Day, George Montoya, Wise Link, Not TMI, Crypto Stahl, and Professor Wally from Gunbot University. Thank you all very, very much for your support. Thank you to everyone who is a member of the channel. Thank you to everyone who has left a thumbs up, who wrote something in the comment section, who is still looking at the video, who is at the moment. Wait for it. Jeez, I scrolled down really far. Bitcoin is currently, oh my gosh, is at $23,937. It is up by nearly 3%. I think we're on a little bit of a Christmas rally. It is quite nice to see that, I will say. Ethereum is at $622. It is up by roughly, rounding up, 7%. XRP is up by 28%. Here, I think we hit around 40 cents or like 38 cents somewhere around here, and it dipped a little bit. Everything is up. Lumens has also popped back up because of the XRP movement. I think, hopefully, that people have just kind of come to the idea that XRP being a security isn't as bad as other people who lied to you in 2017 told you that it was. So now that we've gotten there, people told me in the comment section that basically they're still not a security, that they have to go through the proper channels, and the SEC has to, I think, officially declare them as a security or whatever. As it stands right now, the SEC has told them, you to us look like an unregistered security. I do not assume that the SEC at any point is going to be like, oh, sorry, no, never mind. If they do, that'll be a whole bunch of lawsuits on their hands, because they've already sued tons of other cryptocurrency projects for being unregistered securities. And if XRP is not a security, they're also all going to want to not be a security as well. And I just think that feedback loop is going to be a bit too much for the SEC to handle. EOS is up by 10%. NEM is up by 20%. Celsius is up by 14%. I think this is meant to be a stable coin. I never know. It's just always kind of floating around, and it's never actually $1, but it has stable coin movements. No. Theta is up by 19%, Neo is up by 10%, Dash is up by 11%, Synthetics is up by 10%, IOTA is up by roughly 10%. IOTA has no trading volume. It is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. YearnFi is up by 22, Waves is up by 17, Zilliqa is up by almost 18%, Zcash is up by almost 10%, Unicorn, Dogecoin is... Can you imagine if we lived in a world where all of the other crappy coins simply didn't exist and all this money flowing through them was just in Bitcoin? And I'll even scale it back. Just in the top 10, how much stronger our market will be? I think there are like 6,000 cryptocurrencies currently floating around on these charts. So I just always, I know we'd be a lot stronger if, we got rid of the crappy coins, but crappy coins make the world go round. I hope you all have a great day. Really try and enjoy it. It's been a rough year, an RUFF. It has been long and arduous, and hopefully next year, I'm not talking like as the very end of the year, but I'm just saying, like, I hope that next year is a very profitable year for us all, for every early adopter, even for the people who are new to the space. I think we all need to make a lot of money, and it'll make life a lot, I think, simpler just mentally, also pocket-wise, but you know what I'm saying. Because it's been a lot. We've been waiting for these rallies for a long time. We finally got them. So now the next step is just for Bitcoin to go to the mythical 100K, 200K, 300K, and 400K. And then that's all she wrote. I do hope you all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.